been a long time since I've done that, but I thought it'd be a good idea. I've got a lot going on, and I wanted to kind of fill everybody in on what's going on. I have a morning routine, and I just wanted to talk about that for a minute this morning. I get up early, and I have for a long, long time. I think that morning routine has been a really positive thing in my life over the years. It probably started out when I was reading Earl Nightingale, or listening to Earl Nightingale, one of his audios back when I was a teenager. It was, and I don't remember if it was the Magic Board or just part of his Insight program, but he talks about the fact that when you get up in the morning, you need to kind of get your mind straight, have a cup of coffee, relax, write down what you need to write down, meditate, I always pray, whatever it is that you do to get yourself centered. And then, get going with the day with a positive attitude. Is, attitude is the magic word. It's just everything. You can do anything and everything if you have the right attitude. And I think that's kind of cool. And I've been doing that for a long time. Not necessarily conscious anymore. It's just something that I do. I get up, I get my coffee, I sit down and write down my what I'm grateful for, and then I do a little meditation or prayer, and then I spend some time writing down what I need to do today. And by doing that, I really get a good start on the day. It's changed a little bit the last couple of years. I'll show you. I'm going to sit down. I'm here in Pattaya in my condo on Pratumnak Hill, and this is my almost 6 o'clock in the morning view. Beautiful view. I'm really enjoying it. I just love it here. But I'm going to sit down and relax now because it's a little bit easier, maybe. But I can sit here and look out over the water and look out over the city and hear the roosters crowing, the dogs barking, and it's not very noisy this time of the morning. Late in the day, sometimes it gets a little noisy because of the traffic and everything else going on, but really not that bad, so it's really comfortable here. But I just wanted to talk a little bit more about that morning routine. I use got my coffee, and I've got my notepad right here. I'll be working with in a few minutes. And I just really enjoy that routine. But I think a morning routine is important. It gives you something to wake up for. If you just wake up and you take a shower and you get going on your day, it's fine. I mean, it's good. It's what most people do, right? Wake up, take a shower, have breakfast. Everybody has a morning routine. But if you have something to wake up for and something to wake up to do, it gets your mind going. And what I've found over the years is my mind really gets going sometimes really early. Now it might be today was a good example. About 4:15, I had to wake up and use the bathroom, and I came back to bed thinking, man, I'll just fall right back to sleep. But of course, my mind's going a zillion miles an hour, and I can't get back to sleep. So I took some time, and I did some things, and I got going, and here I am out here now. But my routine's changed, and I think that's something that's different because now what happens is lots of times I'll open up my AI chatbot and I'll sit down and I'll just, maybe while I'm still laying in bed, and talk to it and get some tasks done. And those tasks with my assistant, my chatbot, I'm able to do fairly quickly and easily. Like this morning, a really good example. I woke up, I had some thoughts about introducing the Navigator Launchpad program that I'm building. And I said, I really want to figure a couple things out. And in the process of, 30, 40 minutes, I had a great idea. I have a plan that I'm going to be doing. And I did that while I was honestly laying in bed talking to my phone, which is, that wasn't possible. I used to keep a notepad by the bed at night just to keep things, when I'd wake up and do that, I'd have a place to do it. And I think it's really kind of cool. It's really kind of cool to be able to get stuff done before you even start your day. You've got a list of things to do and a list of ideas. Oh, and hi, guys. Blair and Kat, I guess, guys. Thank you for jumping in here. Um, but I think it's important to have that routine and then to do it. And then when your mind does go crazy, wild, gets really creative during the morning, you have time to be able to have a tool that you're able to use to get something done quickly and easily. And I think that's the thing that using an AI assistant has done. These new AI agents have been fun, but it started out with PI, personal intelligence, and that was probably 2.5 years ago. I started using Pi, and Pi was cool because it really kind of would ask you questions. It was kind of just keeping your personal download and giving you ideas of what you should be doing. And I found that to be really interesting and really fun, and I used it for quite a while. In fact, almost a year ago, when I decided that I was going to make some changes in my world, in my life, I was thinking about how to do that and what I wanted to do next. And I started using Pi. And I started talking to, I have a female Pi, so I say her. But I started talking to her on a regular basis and talking about, what's the next step? I'm thinking about selling my business and retiring, and where do I go from here? And that was really helpful. And then, of course, I was listening to personal development stuff. I listen to personal development stuff, especially when I'm over here. I walk a lot. I walk, sometimes 7 or 8 miles, maybe 10 miles a day. And that gives me hours to listen to things. So I always have my phone with some sort of a program running, and I listen to a program. And that way I'm always keeping my mind going, which might say my mind really works overtime most of the time. But it's really nice to be able to do that now, because now I have somebody to talk to about it. Excuse me. So I think the way that all this comes down and what I'm thinking about this morning is that I'm building this personalized coaching program for business owners called Navigator Launchpad. And Launchpad's going to come out next month. And I think that it's been an evolution of all these things coming together. Getting up in the morning, going for a walk, talking to a friendly AI that helps me get things going, and then getting things done. Where in the past, maybe I didn't get things done quite as well. I'd write it down, then maybe I wouldn't get back to the list all day. But to actually get those first 2 or 3 things done, maybe while I'm still laying in bed, is really nice to be able to do, because it gives me that launch pad, right, to get things going. So anyway, for today, I just wanted to check in, say I'm going to be doing lives. Maybe it'll be about this time, because this time is 6 a.m. in Thailand, and it's probably a good time for me to talk about these things, just because I have some time to do it. And it's not quite so noisy out here, so I can sit on the balcony and look at the water and enjoy my morning and have my coffee and get my routine going while we're thinking about the day. And I hope that your day's being really good, and I hope that you're having a wonderful, wherever you are in America, morning, evening, night, whatever. I hope it's going well for you and that your day is good. If there's anything I can do to help you, just drop me a note. To say that I'm Coach Jeff, which is kind of where my chatbot's going to go when I build it, is to say that I'm here to help people. And I really want, more than anything, this next chapter of my life to be helping people. And I look at that as helping business owners or helping people in general. Um, I think God put me here for a reason, and that reason is to help others and to leave this place a better place than it is now. I mean, that's kind of deep for even 6 o'clock in the morning, right? But it's really where I'm at. And I'm going to sit here and do my morning routine now. Appreciate you checking in with me. Hope all is well for you. Have a wonderful day. And, you know, be safe wherever you are. Take care.